and here I'm here to train you regarding manual testing and API testing. And if you are okay that if you are allowed to gain more knowledge, then I can train Tosca automation testing also. It is the latest technology. It's a AI tool also. So all these things we can cover. And please introduce yourself also, everyone. So uh, introduce yourself by your qualification also, so that I can get to know from which background you are came from and what type of training I have to gain. I have to provide to you. Okay, Soumya, please introduce yourself. Hello.
Yes, Teja, we are able to hear you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kishore. Thanks for the confirmation. Please
Yeah,
introduce yourself one by one.
sure. Myself, Kishore Kumar. I have been over 5 years of experience in manual testing, but I am about to know the things AI with the Tosco automation. So that is the reason I have joined here. So I'm working with Dell for 4 years. This is about me.
Fine. Yeah, great. Soumya, Hepsiba, Uma, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, one and all. And myself, Hepsiba. And coming to my educational background, I have done BTech Computer Science Engineering in Peace Institute of Technology. And that's it, ma'am. Computer Science Engineering, ma'am.
Okay, great, Hepsiba. So you are a fresher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Uma,
Hello. Yeah, hi Tejasree. Good morning. Yeah, my name is Uma. I have completed my MBA and I am very interesting to join manual testing and automation testing. So I am from Hyderabad.
okay, great. Thank you, Uma.
Yeah, thank you.
Soumya and Rizwan, please introduce.
Hello, good morning, madam.
Yeah, good
Hello,
morning, Rizwan. Yeah, good
madam. I
morning,
am from
Rizwan.
Nellore, madam. I am from Nellore. So I
Okay.
completed my PG in MCom and MA English, madam.
Oh, great.
So presently, I am working in Sri Venkateswara Engineering College, madam.
Okay, as
So
a lecturer, professor.
as a faculty only, madam, as an assistant professor, madam.
Okay.
So I want to change my career, madam. That's why I am interested in doing these things.
Yeah, good decision. So that you can get experience in software also. Yeah.
Definitely, madam. Definitely, madam. I want to change my career, madam. That's the main issue.
Since you
So,
have the English communication very well, basically your English
yes, madam. English literature only, madam.
so this is very easy to communicate in the team with the clients. So
Okay.
most of the people having the technical knowledge, but they are not
They are
being expert in the
they are not sound
communication.
in English, madam. They are not sound in
Mm,
communication to
yes,
communicate.
yeah.
So that is not a big issue for me, madam.
Yeah. And
Then
characters, if whenever we pronounce long or whenever the sentence frame is
okay.
not in the correct manner, so you can characters.
Okay, ma'am. Definitely, definitely. So, so guide me, madam. Guide me, madam, to build a strong career.
Yeah. Ah, sure, definitely. Even I'm also started my career with manual testing only. Later, I have switched to task automation testing. So now we are settled with a good package. With the task automation tool is a licensed tool. So company or the project owner, we can say product owners should need to buy that task tool. They have to
Okay.
pay for that. So Tosco tool using by the big MNC companies only, not by the startup companies, so that we can build our career with the top companies, topmost companies. Because Tosca is a licensed tool, we have to pay for that. Company only pay for that, and they provide the license for us. This is a bit of costly thing, but Tosca is a very flexible tool, easy to run, easy, very easy for testers to navigate to test everything. So that's why it's very costly tool, and only the MNC companies are using Tosca. So we can start our career in the MNCs, not for the
Definitely,
small
ma'am.
companies. Not those who have the automation experience. They are getting very, very, very high packages in the career. And in future also, you don't need to struggle that I'm in a manual testing. I don't have the automation skills, and those who are in the manual testing, they are not getting proper calls. They are not getting proper package, even though they are very experienced. So automation is the best thing, and in future also there will be no need to switch to other field. No need to switch repeatedly. We can stop with
So,
the task automation.
may I know the cost and the duration of the course, madam?
It depends. Manual and API, we are completing within 1 month. Later,
Okay.
I will give you 10 days time to make you expert in the manual testing.
Okay.
Whenever you are very experienced, whenever you are able to answer interview questions, whenever you are very confident on manual, then only we are starting with the task automation.
Okay.
So manual testing is the first step.
So first you will
Yeah,
train in manual testing, then you will be promoted to the next task. Huh?
automation, yes.
Okay. Okay. Right. Ma'am, right.
Without manual, we can go for the automation also, but it will be very clumsy, very confused to the new uh, joinees. So
Okay. Okay. Okay.
once we get the idea how is the project, what is the project, what we are doing inside the project, how we are testing, what are the scenarios, what are the test cases, what is meant by test cases, what is the Agile, all these things we should have hands-on experience. Once we perfect in that, then we can start with automation. Whenever it based on your performance. Whenever everyone is uh,
Definitely, it depends upon the hard work and the skill in the aspirant.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So but I will wait for everyone to complete, to get them, to make them perfect in manual testing. After
Thank you,
that,
ma'am.
we can start automation also.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, right.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
hi Teja. I have a small question for you.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I just want to, like, know that explicitly on toast automation, because I'm very good at manual testing, even with the API and Selenium also. But right now the major MNCs are using Tosco with AI integrated tools, and another thing is Playwright. Most of the companies are using these two tools. So I'm just
Yes.
interested to I'd like to enhance my skills on that part. So that is the reason I have joined here. So can you please guide me on that? So what exactly the explicit cost for that, and when we could start for that?
Tosca, I can say surely from June we can start Tosca. Meanwhile, we have to complete with the manual testing. We will create one WhatsApp group and we will give you daily updates also what we have discussed today and what is the assignment for the today and what is the timetable we are following and when we will start the task automation. You can join at that time or else you can continue from today also. It's your wish.
No, yeah, that's fine. But I'm just asking about the explicit fee for that.
We can discuss it offline
Sure,
because
sure.
those who are wants to learn all these things, it's a one type of fee and those who want individually that is another type of, so we can discuss offline.
Yeah, sure, sure. We can. Thank you
This
so much.
session is only completely for the course only.
Yeah, got it.
Mm. Okay, someone has joined and dropped out. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. What are the concepts we are going to learn in manual testing? And also, I will teach you in Telugu also. If someone don't get any clarity, any doubts, if they want me to teach in Telugu, then also I can explain in Telugu
That
also.
That's great, actually. Some people are, I'm not criticizing, but some people are uncomfortable with the English because their background is with Telugu medium. So I'm also, frankly speaking, I'm also from Telugu medium, but and fortunately, I'm in a good position now. I just start.
Mm. Yeah. Um, but please come up with the questions and doubts. Don't let you in a confusion mode. Whenever you don't have any clarity, we can discuss in Telugu properly, clearly, so that during the interview time you can be very confident on your answers. Or whenever we give one answer to one question, again they will re-question us and again they will put us in the dilemma that what we said is correct or not. So to avoid that confusion, to avoid that misleads misleading by the interviewers, so we need the clarity and confidence. Okay, and manual testing concepts are, there are a lot of concepts, but I will give you the theoretical answers by providing a notes word document. I will provide each and every concept, what is meant by this, that question and answer, how to explain it in the interview. Each and every concept I will explain, and real time project also we will uh, assign to you so that you can get the hands on experience on that. When whatever the challenges we are facing while performing testing, what are the difficulties we are facing, how will be the team formation, how the meetings are scheduling, whatever the meetings are planning in Agile, who are joining in every meeting, who is responsible for which uh, topic, everything I will cover and guide you. So what is software testing? So it means we know a lot of the apps sorry, like I can say that I can say that Swiggy, Zomato, all these apps, Rapido, Uber, all these apps, I hope you everyone knows that. So we can consider or Gmail, Word, Excel. These are the desktop applications, and Gmail, Outlook, Teams. These all are the web applications. So desktop applications means we can download in our laptops, systems, but some of the tools, some of the applications we cannot download. We just go install and open it without installing by opening, clicking on any link. Those are the web applications. Like Gmail also we can say, whenever we in download the Chrome, so we just get having the Gmail icon. So this is not, we are not downloading in our systems any Mac, Windows, nowhere we cannot download this. These are the web applications. Just one click on that, we can't download this. So these type of web applications, desktop applications means Excel, Word, these type of applications. So what is the, how we are testing these applications, what are the challenges? Example, I can say that we are now open one Swiggy application. Here, first, it is asking for to register with the Swiggy, so that we have to provide our mobile number or mail ID. Then it will send one OTP to us. So we have to provide that OTP, and then we have to click on the register button. Then only we will navigate inside the Swiggy application. Otherwise, we are not allowed to open Swiggy applications. So whenever any user give the wrong information, I can say example, my mobile number is every mobile number is with the 10 digits, but I'm entering 11 digits or 9 digits only, then definitely that field should give us one error message. Enter the correct mobile number, enter that correct mail ID. Okay, or example, I have give the proper valid mail ID, valid mobile number, but OTP I'm not getting. Within the time limit, I'm not getting. Even though I'm getting within the time, if I give that wrong OTP, then also I should get one error message, invalid OTP. So, whenever we are giving the positive valid data, are we able to open the application and perform some actions, whatever we want? Now I have given proper mail ID, proper mobile number, and correct OTP. Now I have navigated to, I mean, I am successfully able to open the Swiggy application. Now, am I getting all the food items? Based on the restaurant, based on the item, based on the time, based on my likes, what I like, based on my profile settings. Am I getting the correct data? For example, I have selected 2 to 3 items and then I have clicked on checkout. Am I getting the bill correct with the calculations? All the bill adding the total amount, am I getting? Am I able to give my proper correct address? Is it able to fetch the location properly or not? If it not, what error it is showing? How I can solve that? How can I successfully order my food? These all the things we are doing daily basis. We all know that. So like that, real time applications are also there. Medical insurance applications, banking domain applications, audit domain applications, finance applications, e-commerce applications. E-commerce means Flipkart, Amazon. These are Myntra, Meesho. These all are the e-commerce applications. So returns, easy return, exchange, all these features working fine or not. So we have to test it. Sometimes we can see the government portals as an example. Any government portal, if we are working on that website, EPFO or anything, Aadhaar portals also we know. So all these applications are not that much stable. So if I'm working continuously from half an hour, 1 hour, definitely I will get that one message that your session expired. Please re-log in. So this is a very secured application since those are the government applications. So all these things are working properly or not. Whether that application quality we are maintaining correctly or not. That is the software testing. Whenever we give the positive data, we should be able to get our expected result. whenever I give the invalid data, definitely I should get the error message. If it is allowing invalid data, then it is a big issue. Some applications are very highly restricted. My coming to my real time project, my location is uh, already set by the admin team as a Hyderabad. If I go somewhere else, out of India or out of Andhra and Telangana, definitely I'm not able to open my application since my location is some other place, not the Hyderabad, not the US. So all these things are maintained by the admin team. They track each and everything. That is highly secured applications. So these type of things also. So whenever I want to work with my applications, I have to provide my mail ID, password, and my location should be also whatever I have given in my profile. If I give any information, incorrect information, I should not able to open the application. What if others also able to open my application with invalid data? Definitely they can hack or they can do anything. So whenever we give the invalid information, definitely we should get the error messages. If it is allowing invalid information also, definitely it is the issue. That means we are not giving good quality product. QA's responsibility is to test the application in multiple ways, multiple combinations. Uh, we should not give any chance to the end user that they should not feel any inconvenience while using our product. That is the main concern. Here we have to provide the application with 100% quality. That is the software testing. Why we need testing? Because to deliver the 100% quality product. What is a quality assurance? There are two types: quality assurance and quality engineering. Quality assurance means we can say that before going to live our product, before going to release our product, like movie releases, right? Audio release, movie release into theaters. So they also test their movie is playing correctly or not. All the music, all the screen, all the location, all the background, all the emotions of the actors captured correctly or not. Is the movie playing smoothly without any noise, any disturbance, any slowness? So they also test that their movie before releasing into the live, before releasing into OTTs or the theaters. They also test their movie. They also do some trials of how the movie is playing, how they edit it. In the same way, before releasing our product into the live also, we have to test it. That is the quality assurance before rising, before releasing, and also before uh, during the development phase also we have to give guidance to the developers. This is a requirement, but uh, more than that, we can test these scenarios. So develop your code according to the all the scenarios. We have to provide some guidance to the developers. Whatever the features we can test with multiple scenarios, multiple combinations, so that they can develop the code very efficiently. That is the quality assurance. Quality engineering means they don't give any guidance to the dev. Only dev will by themselves, whatever the requirement they analyze, they directly develop the code, and then they will assign to the QA team. Okay, now I have developed my code for the application for this particular functionality. Now I'm moving this to ready for QA. Now you can test it. We just test it and we can log the defects. That's it. But before coming to the QA phase only, we have to give some guidance. That is the quality assurance to avoid the maximum issues, at least main issues. We can prior only we can raise the issues, we can find the issues, we can guide the devs. So we are responsible to give the uh, proper application development phase also, during development phase also. Next, manual testing and automation testing. Manual testing definitely we have to do with our own. Automation testing, once we develop the script, next time no need to develop the script, automatically with minimum changes it can run the script, it can give the execution results. This will minimize human effort and very yeah, human effort and less time we in during within the less time we can execute complete our application. And selenium is a free tool, but for selenium we have to learn the code java and python very well. Mm, in tosca, without any coding, zero coding, no need of single character in code, we just capturing like a screenshots, we can say, like we have to just scan application and we have to design our test cases and then we have to run our test cases. So that is a very easy for testers. And by using tosca we can automate a lot of applications, desktop applications, web applications, salesforce, sap, database, all these applications we can test by using Tosca automation tool. Manual testing, every application is having both the teams nowadays, manual testing team and automation testing team. Why? Because manual testing team provide multiple scenarios, they develop the test cases, bulk number of, very high number of test cases. By using the test case reference, automation team develop their script. And also, some of the scenarios automation cannot do. I have opened one application in duplicate tabs. Okay, this is a Google, and again this is also Google. Here I have I'm opening this app launcher. Here I can open any application. I'm using translate. In the next tab, I'm opening the same duplicate. So this same translation page here also will open. Whatever the action I perform in this tab, that same should see here also. These type of duplicate tabs or a particular functionality database records also we have to check in the database. Those type of things we cannot automate, or manually here I have to fail some apis. If I go inspect network, uh, dictate language, okay, randomly I'm giving one language, Amharic language. So whenever I select this language, this API is called with the I symbol. These are the APIs. So these APIs are calling. Now I don't want this API to work successfully. I want to fail it manually. I can click on this block request URL. We should not do, because this is a Google application, so we should not go. But I'm giving you the example. If I click on this blog request URL, then this API will fail and we don't get any information in this page. These type of things, this is a type of negative testing. Whenever I'm failing one API, definitely I have to get one error message here. So on, so API is not working. So we cannot find this language. We cannot translate this language. So like that, we should get one error message. These type of testings are we cannot perform by using automation. That's why manual team is also required to cover all the scenarios in our application. Next. Tools, we have lot of tools for testing. As I said, Selenium. Now, Power Automation is also in the latest technology, Tosca Automation, and for API testing, Postman, and for whenever we are creating the test cases, we have to save the test cases in particular place. Those we call as test management tools. So those are Qtest, Test Trail, Azure DevOps. These are the tools for saving our test cases. We can say in the technical terms, test case repository. I can show you also test case repository tools, Qtest, Test Trail, and Test Zephyr. Zephyr is a older tool nowadays. Very less companies are using. Azure DevOps and Qtest are the recently in trend to use. Those are to store our test cases and defect management tools also. Now I have written some test cases and I have executed the test cases, but I'm facing some issues. I'm thinking that no, this is not working correctly. I'm not getting correctly. Whenever I feel that, then I have to raise one issue. Like whenever we order something, if we don't get within the time, if we don't get correctly ordered item, then we will give that complaint registration. Like that, we are raising the defect, we are raising the issues. To raise that issues, we also need some tools. Those are defect management tools. Zira, Azure DevOps, and okay, these all are the Zira. Nowadays, Zira and Azure DevOps are the highly used by the uh, companies. So whenever I raise one issue, that issue will assign to the developers. They will fix it. Again, we have to retest it, and if it is working fine, then we have to close that defect. But to perform all this process, we need one application. That is the Jira and Azure DevOps tools. So I will open those applications and I will give you access to that application so that you also can raise the issues. You also can test one application. So here the good point is you can get real time experience. You can, we will give you access to use all these applications. And roles and responsibilities of QA. So here we should be aware, we should be completely perfect and confident on the requirement analysis. What we need to test will be mentioned in the requirement document. So in that document we have to read each and every word without missing anything. Then we have to understand that what the client is asking, what we have to test in that, how we can test that. We have to get some idea whenever we see the requirement document. That is the first quality of QA. So whenever we read the requirement, I can say one example. Now I want to change my address in Amazon. So the requirement is, they will mention in the only one line, user should be able to change the address. Now we have to understand that okay, so I should be able to change the address. It means already we have that feature. What is the, what now, what is the extra in that they are adding, what they want more and more in that. So that we have to test, we have to check with the POs, are we adding any other field like house number, floor number, apartment name, street number, pin code, or are we newly introducing the searching for location, live location also by using the location on also? Is the delivery partner able to get to know where I am, where the item should deliver? All these things we have to come up with the questions, and for that line, for that they have mentioned only single one line, but we have to ask them, okay, are we going to add any other fields, or we give is there any limitation on that? Whenever we usually we give with the minimum address only, minimum characters only. What is the maximum I can enter? If I enter the duplicate address two times, same address I'm entering two times, I am trying to save two addresses, both are same, then definitely I should get one message, this address is already saved, add new address. Like that, are we uh, adding any other extra feature? All these things we should be very confident, very clear during the analysis phase. And then we have to come during the development stage, whenever the development team devs are writing the code for that feature, we should be initiate writing the test cases. Before that item coming to the QA testing, we should be ready with our test cases. This is a particular flow we have to follow. If we miss the flow, then we cannot deliver 100% quality product. Definitely a higher team will question us, already this item came for ready for QA testing, why didn't you complete your test cases? So we have to be ready with our test cases. And also environment, this is a very very important concept. Where I have to test my application, in which environment? Environment means I can say, this is a Google environment. We can say browser also, but for example, QA environments we are having in every application. Dev environments are different. UAT testing is also there, so their environment is different. Staging environment is different. So we should be clear with the which environment we have to test. Dev environment is responsible for developers. Whenever they write the code, they have to test it in their environment. When it is working fine, they have to they have to take the evidence of that. Okay, I have written code for this, and this functionality is working fine in my dev environment. Now I'm sending it to the approval, so the dev leads will give them approval. Then only after getting the approval, then only they move that item to the QA environment. Here we have to test it. In QA environment also there will be multiple environments, lower environment, higher environment, particular specific environment. Which environment we have to test, that is also we have to clear. Whenever we don't have these all the information in the requirement document, then we have to ask the BSAs or the POs or the managers, team leads, we have to go and ask them. Last minute, we should not come up with, okay, which environment, I don't have the access, I don't have the link. So we should not do all these things. Definitely, if we do, then definitely they can identify that are you really experienced and why don't you have this idea before it comes to the QA. So we should be aware of all these things. And once that execution is also completed, am I found any issues, am I able to log the defect? All these things we have to take care. That is roles and responsibilities of QA. How whatever the user stories assigned to me, how many I have executed, did I write the test cases, did I get the sign off for the test cases, reviews for the test cases, did I execute it perfectly, did I log the defect perfectly, is the defects are closed or not? All these things we have to take care. QAs only have to take care of all these things. And SDL, software development life cycle, this is about how one application is developing. Just like a baby born after the 9 months, first month only egg creation, third month heartbeat is starting, minimum body parts starts grow, fifth month, entire parts, in internal parts, every parts are creating in a fifth month. Seventh month, every each and everything, even a single baby also generated, grows into the seventh month, ninth month delivery time, like that. SDLC also first comes with the requirement analysis, and then developing the code, and then testing the code, and then maintaining it, is it stable or not, and then we have to deploy it into the live, deliver into the live. All these things are the SDLC, software development life cycle. STLC, in this development life cycle, STLC is one part. This is the 100% of one product development. In that, 25% is the STLC, 25% is the development, 25% is the testing, and remaining 25% is maintaining it stable, and then deliver. Within the time, are we deliver or not? These are the four things we have to be keep in our mind. So STLC is very important. STLC refers to how we are planning to test our application, what tools, how many resources, are we ready with the environments, are we ready with the testing tools, are these defect management tool, test case management tool, automation tools, is every team member having the access or not, everyone having the access to the tool or access to the requirement documents, any sign of documents. So all these things will be discussed in the STLC only. Environment setup, test case setup, execution, defects, and last we have the metrics also. Requirement traceability matrix is very helpful here. So how many user stories, for each user story how many test cases, how many executed, how many failed, how many passed, how many defects we raised, how many are closed, how many are open, how many are deferred. All these things, are we cover 100% cover, we have did we cover during the testing? Types of testing: smoke testing, sandy testing, regression testing. What are the testings we can decide for this application testing? Based on the budget, they will give the confirmation to us. Whenever they, some clients come up with, I can give you more and more budget, I can give you more and I can pay you more and more, but I need 100% quality. Some people, some clients come up with, I have this much of amount, I have this much of budget only, so, and also I have this much of less time only, but I need the quality product. Then we have to give them, okay, according to your budget, according to your time, we can test only these functionalities, main functionalities. I can, we will hand over our product to you. So based on that, whatever the, based on the budget, we have to decide the tool. Based on the budget, we have to uh, assign the team. Based on the time, we have to perform multiple testings: regression, smoke, sanity, based on the time. And finally, uh, metrics, and then closing the testing. Code cutoff will be initiate. Next, testing methodology means we have only two types: waterfall and agile. Waterfall means entire development team takes 6 months, 1 year to develop the code for entire application, and then once the development is going to complete, then POs, I can say clients, hire the QA team, put their application in the QA team hands. So now the application is assigned to QA team. Now QA team starts the testing, and then they raise the issues. That's it. Their work, their job is done. So that is waterfall. There is no communication between dev and QAs. Later, if the QAs found any issues, again they have to ask the dev to fix that code. This is a bit of lengthy process. This is not the good practice. We cannot achieve 100% of quality product by using waterfall methodology, but this is very flexible financially also. Agile methodology is a very costly methodology, but during the development also we can raise the issues, we can identify the issues, we can deliver the quality product because there is a lot of team involving in one product development. Scrum master, business analyst, development team, QA team, all these POs also. Even every team member can connect with the POs, POs or clients. Whenever we have any queries directly, we can connect with the client and we can ask them, this is not correct, this is something information is missed, please confirm us what and what these are the questions we have. So all these things, so there is a team whenever we have the doubts, but in the waterfall not like that. So due to this, agile methodology is highly preferable and this is the best practice, and most of the 90% of companies are using agile methodology only. In that, I will train you agile scrum methodology. What is meant by sprint, what is sprint grooming, what is product backlog, how many meetings daily we are having, who is joining in the meetings, and what we have to say in every meeting, what is the role of our participation in every meeting. All these things I will train you. Types of testing, so functional testing, non-functional testing. Functional testing means whether the application flow correctly, giving my credentials, a mail id, mobile number, password, OTP. I have logged into one applications, I have do some actions like selecting some items, check out all these things, paying the bill. Now I have received the order and I have given my feedback also. Okay, I have I got good product, worth of money, nice delivery. uh, so this is complete one flow. So all this flow working correctly or not, that is the functional testing. Non-functional testing means my application, am I able to use my application in different devices, Windows, Mac, Apple, mobile, Android, iOS, iPhones. So that is the devices system testing. And performance testing, I have ordered lot of items that I can say 2 lorries, 3 lorries load, bulk quantity I have ordered. Am I able to get it in within the time? Or are they asking for some extra time because you have ordered many number of items you have ordered? We need some time like that. Are we facing any issue? So we can say in the software load testing, speed testing, whenever the Wi-Fi is correct or not, whenever the multiple laptops are, I'm giving the high data. Uh, every application is having some limit. This type of data, up this much of data only it can allow. If we give more than the limit, then we will get one error message. So that we call the load testing, performance testing, accessibility testing. These all are the non-functional testing. API testing and levels of testings, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, UAT testing. So all these are the levels of testing. So unit testing is unit testing, integration testing performed by developers. QS perform only system testing. In that there are two types: black box testing, white box testing. What we have to do, and test case design test techniques. Um, we have to write some test cases for user stories for some requirement. But how many test cases I can write? Positive data with the correct mobile number, one test case; with correct OTP, one test case. Both I have given correct, that is another test case. Now I have given correct mobile number but the invalid OTP, that is the one combination. Negative testing, that is one test case. Or I have given the OTP after the timeout. OTPs are valid only for 1 minute, 5 minutes, but I have entered my OTP after 5 minutes after crossing the time. Is my OTP is valid or not? That is also we have to test. So there are a lot of things. So positive testing, negative testing, and so on what basis we have to write the test cases? We have some methods, some techniques: boundary value analysis, equivalence partition, state transition, decision table. So by using these techniques, we have to write the test cases whenever you are starting your career as a fresher. For manual testing, definitely this is one interview question: agile methodology, SDLC, STLC, and test case design techniques. Very important questions these are. And test documentation means um regression time. All the development is completed now. Some issues or defects also raised, those are also fixed. Now again we have to test our application complete end to end, complete flow, because to make sure that all the code fixings or code mergings, due to this, is our application behaving correctly or not? Is it disturbed anywhere? Any other functionality, is it disturbed? So to check that, we are performing regression test cases also we have to write. So how many test cases we have, how many are passed, how many are failed, how many defects raised, all these things we have to maintain in one Excel. That is the documentation. And Jira and DevOps tools are having separate boards for this. So it will show in a pie chart. You know pie chart. Test cases which are passed, they will reflect in a green color. Test cases which are failed reflect in the red color. Test cases which are not executed, those are in the blue color. So like that, one documentation metrics we had. And defect life cycle, so I have already discussed. Test management tools, Q test, Zira, that Azure DevOps we can use to save our test cases. But technically, in the interview, we have to say test case repository. This terminology is very important in the interview. Are we really experienced? Then we have to use this language only, not the formal uh, talkative English. We have to use the technical professional terms. And finally, agile. Agile is a very, very important question in the interviews. Which methodology you are following? Like that, they will ask. We have to say agile scrum. Okay, then what are the meetings in the agile? We have to say sprint planning, refinement, sprint grooming, sprint retrospective, daily stand-ups, sprint retrospective. What? So all that meetings, they, that is a one interview question. What is the role in that meeting? They will question us. Okay, in this meeting I have to give my update. In this meeting I have to discuss regarding the requirement, they, where I don't have the clarity. Or in this meeting, what I did well, what, where I have stuck, where I faced difficulty. So on which meeting what we have to speak out. And role of QS in Agile. So in Agile, suddenly the requirement will be changed by the clients. Like they have, first we get one requirement and we development team develop the code for that. We have tested, we have closed it also. But suddenly sometimes clients come with, no, 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 I want to change this. Again we have to start with that same functionality according to the client changes, what they are expecting now. So how we should be able to achieve this? That is the role of QA in Agile. during the requirement changes, end of the sprint, or after the development, after closing functionality. Again, we have to reopen that functionality. Again, we have to rework on that. So this is we should be prepared for that. Usually in the home, whenever we need to do all the things, whenever we are repeatedly doing the same thing, we irritate us. But here, even though we have the irritation, we have to perform multiple times testing. That is the role of QA in Agile. I will give you detailed information. Ad hoc testing or exploratory testing. Ad hoc testing means we don't have any requirement document, we don't have any information in the mail or in the documentation, but we have to test the application. How we can do that? Exploratory testing. They said test only this scenario, but my monkey mind is, is thinking out of that. Okay, you said this flow, but I want to test in the reverse flow or another flow, new flow. That is the ad hoc exploratory testing. We can say technically out of scope testing. So best practice in manual testing, how we have to keep our test cases, how we have to track our defects, how we have to close our testing. So these are all the things we will discuss in the best practices. Finally, question and answers. I will prepare you for the interviews in question and answers. Whatever the questions they will ask and what you have to give the answer, I will ask you also. I will provide you the real time interview questions also. And next, API testing. What is API? What is the server? What is the API? Why we need to perform API testing? What are the tools using for API testing? Postman. Types of APIs: REST assured, SOAP API, SOAP UI APIs. And we can perform functional testing by using API also, API Postman also. Next, validation testing means if I give the invalid request, then I have to get the status code, error codes. 400 bad requests, 500 internal server. So all these things, am I getting properly or not? If I get the wrong error code, then how? Where is the exactly in the code? What is the mistake that we can check in the body? Uh, JSON, XML, which type of format they are developing for the code. All these things we will discuss during the API testing classes. If any have one have the questions, please speak out.
Okay, madam. It's theoretically okay, but while coming to the practical, is it possible to do?
Definitely, that's why now we are giving the real time project also.
Okay.
So theoretically, I will not the theoretically, each and every concept I will explain daily.
Okay.
I will give you the notes also, real time questions also.
Okay.
Uh, in this, main concepts are agile,
Hmm.
test case design techniques, type
SDLC, STLC.
HDLC, and
Okay.
types of testings.
Testings, methodologies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these topics will take some time. Those are we cannot close it within one class. It will take more 2 to 3 classes to
Definitely,
get
madam.
the
Definitely.
idea. So once we
So
get
you have
the
given
practical knowledge,
the brief idea about the content.
yes, yes, yes,
So in detail, you have to take one by one.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely, madam. Yes, madam. So, what is the? Could you please send me the course details, madam?
Sure. How many days that timetable I will share
Uh,
out. Let's
yes,
create
madam.
one WhatsApp group for us. Those whoever have any doubts, we can discuss in that. I
Okay.
will reply over there.
So, madam, what else, madam?
Um,
Thanks for your valuable information.
Yeah, thank you, Rizwan. Hepzibah, Soumya, Kishore, Kishore, you are already experienced.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Nothing to.
Yeah.
But one thing I just wanna guide you. For the teaching purpose, we have to give the process also. Yeah, you are giving the process, but we have to elaborate the process. How we do in the process wise, how the flow will be go in the QA. That needs to be covered, right? Are you doing that?
Yeah, that's fine. Role of QA in Agile and also what is the STLC? In STLC, how the QAs are working in a real-time project.
Yeah. Okay.
We are starting with the requirement analysis and then STLC
Yeah.
flow only we are following as a QA.
Yeah. That's it. Like in the API, we are covering anything on that. Like writing the uh, a few automations on that. For the manual also, we can write some
API
validation
test
on that.
cases we can write.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I can explain that also.
Yeah. Apart from that, everything is good. We are almost covering all the areas.
Yeah, this is a once they everyone get the hands-on experience, these are not that much difficulty
Yeah.
topics.
Yeah. These are not the that much difficulty of
Yes.
topics. I agree.
So I will. That's why I'm saying I will mainly focus on test case design techniques, SL methodology. One application, real-time application, I will show, open them, and I will give access to the team so that they can test. They can write the test cases, everything.
Yes. And one more thing, we have to assign some tasks to them, you can assign some tasks for the
That's why
manual
we are
testing.
giving the access and we are assigning them task and assignments also.
Yeah, for the real-time applications, I think. For example, they are using mobiles, so we can write the test case on any application on the mobile. So it will help us to work, how to write the test case on a real time without knowing anything on the application. So that part
Yeah.
will cover on that. So for the ad hoc testing, I'm saying, even with them
Yes,
exploring.
once I give them a demo on test cases, how we have to write, what is the template for test cases, whatever the titles we have to mention while writing the test cases, everything I have to give them idea, and then they will start their task.
Yes. For the initial, I'm just saying, for the initial stage of manual testing, we need to focus on the test cases writing, and we need to analyze the requirement, whatever in that, even with the document or requirement.
Yeah.
So that is the most important thing. I mean, core thing of the manual testing.
Yes, that is the main pillar also we can say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I think from my side.
Anyone else? Soumya, Uma, Hepzibah. Okay, guys, we are good to go. So I'm wrapping up this call now. Tomorrow we will start. We will reconnect tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Okay, madam.
everyone.
Okay,
Thanks for joining.
okay, madam. Bye, madam.
Bye.
Thank, thank you, guys.
Jaipal, now he has joined.
Oh,
End of the session. Okay, let's discuss tomorrow. Let's continue on tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye.